Hello, in this video, we're diving into the 100 essential facts you need to know about the human body. Whether you've got a big test tomorrow and haven't studied, or you just want to relax and learn some fascinating facts, know that it's all going to be okay. Before we jump in, quickly drop a comment below telling us what time it is for you and where in the world you're watching from. It's a great way to spark conversations and really helps with video engagement, so it's truly appreciated. But enough of the yapping, let's get right into the basics. Part 1. Foundations and basic framework to truly understand this magnificent machine. We need to start at the very beginning, its fundamental building blocks and basic framework. Number 1. The cell. At the very core of our existence. The cell stands as the fundamental unit of life. Imagine a microscopic city bustling with activity, enclosed within a delicate membrane. Your body is composed of trillions of these tiny powerhouses. Estimates range from 30 to 40 trillion cells. Each cell, whether it's a neuron transmitting thoughts or a muscle cell contracting for movement, contains all the necessary machinery to carry out life's processes. They're not just passive bricks. They're dynamic, self-regulating entities, constantly communicating and adapting. Did you know that most of your cells are replaced regularly? For instance, your skin cells are completely renewed every few weeks. And even your stomach lining gets a full overhaul every few days. A constant, silent renovation project happening inside you, keeping you fresh and functional. Number 2, the tissue. When similar cells decide to team up and work together for a common purpose, they form a tissue. Think of it like different specialized construction crews in our body's architectural marvel. There are 4 primary types of tissues, each with distinct roles. Epithelial tissue, which covers surfaces and lines cavities, acting as a protective barrier like your skin. Connective tissue, which supports and connects other tissues, found everywhere from your bones to your blood. Muscle tissue, responsible for all movement, from a blink to a sprint. And nervous tissue, which transmits electrical signals, forming the communication network of your brain and nerves. It's the coordinated effort of these tissue types that allows organs to function, creating a symphony of biological processes. Number 3, the organ. An organ is a collection of different tissues working together to perform a specific, vital function. This is where things get truly specialized and complex. Your heart, for example, isn't just muscle. It contains connective tissue for structure, nervous tissue to regulate its beat, and epithelial tissue lining its chambers. Each organ has a unique job. Your lungs exchange gases, your kidneys filter blood, your liver detoxifies, and your brain processes information. The human body boasts around 78 different organs, depending on how you count them. Some classify structures like bones as individual organs, while others group them into systems. It's a testament to nature's incredible design that these diverse units can collaborate seamlessly to maintain life. Number 4, the organ system. Taking a step back, we see that organs don't work in isolation. They form larger, interconnected groups called organ systems, each dedicated to a major physiological process. For instance, your digestive system isn't just your stomach. It includes your esophagus, intestines, liver, and pancreas, all working in concert to break down food and absorb nutrients. There are typically 11 major organ systems recognized in the human body. The muscular, nervous, endocrine, cardiovascular, lymphatic, respiratory, digestive, urinary, reproductive. and integumentary skin systems. These systems are the grand departments of your body, ensuring everything from breathing to thinking happens without a hitch, often interacting in surprisingly complex ways. Number 5. Anatomical position. When scientists and doctors talk about the human body, they need a universal reference point to avoid confusion. That's where the anatomical position comes in. Imagine a person standing upright, facing forward, with their arms at their sides, palms facing forward, and feet flat on the ground, slightly apart. This standardized pose allows everyone to describe locations and movements consistently, no matter the actual position of the body. For example, your anterior side is the front, posterior is the back, superior is towards the head, and inferior is towards the feet. Without this common language, describing a fracture or a surgical incision would be a chaotic mess. It's the foundational map for navigating the human landscape. Number 6. Homeostasis. This isn't a part of the body, but it's arguably the most essential concept in all of physiology. Homeostasis. It's the body's incredible ability to maintain a stable internal environment despite constant external changes. Think of it as your body's highly sophisticated internal thermostat, keeping everything just right. Whether it's regulating your body temperature, blood sugar levels, blood pressure, or pH balance, your body is constantly making tiny adjustments to stay within a narrow, healthy range. When you get too hot, you sweat. When your blood sugar drops, your liver releases glucose. This dynamic equilibrium is crucial for survival, and nearly every system in your body plays a role in maintaining this delicate balance, often without you even realizing it. Number 7. The integumentary system. Often overlooked because we see it every day. The integumentary system is your body's largest organ system, primarily composed of your skin, hair, and nails. Far more than just a protective wrapper, your skin is a dynamic organ that shields you from pathogens, regulates body temperature through sweating and blood flow, synthesizes vitamin D when exposed to sunlight, and houses millions of sensory receptors that allow you to feel touch, pressure, pain, and temperature. It's a waterproof, self-repairing, and incredibly resilient barrier, constantly renewing itself. Without this vital system, we'd be vulnerable to countless threats, and our internal environment would be impossible to regulate. Number 8. The epidermis. Delving deeper into the skin, the epidermis is its outermost layer, the part you can see and touch. It's a thin, yet incredibly tough, protective shield, primarily made of keratinocytes, cells that produce keratin, a strong fibrous protein also found in hair and nails. This layer is constantly shedding dead cells from its surface, with new cells pushing up from below, a process that takes about 28 days for a complete turnover. It also contains melanocytes, which produce melanin, the pigment that gives your skin its color and protects against harmful UV radiation. The epidermis is your first line of defense against the outside world, a remarkable, self-renewing barrier. Number 9. The dermis. Just beneath the epidermis lies the dermis, a thicker, more complex layer of skin that gives it its strength and elasticity. This is where the action really happens. The dermis is rich in collagen and elastin fibers, which provide structural support and allow your skin to stretch and recoil. It's also home to a vast network of blood vessels that nourish the epidermis and help regulate body temperature, as well as nerve endings that detect sensations like touch, pressure, pain, and temperature. Hair follicles, sweat glands, and sebaceous oil glands are also embedded here, each playing a vital role in skin health and function. The dermis is a bustling hub of activity, essential for the skin's overall performance. Number 10. The hypodermis. Subcutaneous tissue. While not technically part of the skin, the hypodermis, or subcutaneous tissue, lies directly beneath the dermis and is crucial for its function and the body's overall well-being. This layer is primarily composed of loose connective tissue and adipose fat tissue. It serves as a vital energy reserve, insulating the body against heat loss and providing cushioning against impact. It also anchors the skin to underlying muscles and bones, allowing for movement without tearing. The thickness of the hypodermis varies greatly across the body and between individuals, playing a significant role in body shape and temperature regulation. It's the unsung hero, providing both comfort and critical support to the layers above. Part 2. Support and movement. Having explored the fundamental building blocks of the human body, we now move on to the incredible systems that give us shape, allow us to stand tall, and enable every single movement we make. Get ready to discover the engineering marvels of your skeletal and muscular systems. Number 11. The skeletal system. More than just a collection of bones, the skeletal system is the body's internal framework, providing crucial support, protection, and the leverage necessary for movement. Composed of 206 bones in an adult, this system acts like the steel girders of a skyscraper, holding everything in place, but it's far from static. Bones are living, dynamic tissues, constantly remodeling themselves throughout your life. They also serve as a vital reservoir for minerals like calcium and phosphorus, and the bone marrow within them is where all your blood cells are produced. It's a remarkably strong yet adaptable structure, designed to withstand incredible forces, while remaining surprisingly lightweight. Number 12. Bone. Bone itself is a fascinating and complex tissue. It's a type of connective tissue, but unlike soft tissues, it's hardened by mineral deposits, primarily calcium phosphate, which gives it its rigidity. There are two main types of bone tissue: compact bone, which is dense and forms the outer layer of most bones, providing strength, and spongy bone, found inside bones, which is lighter and contains bone marrow. Despite its hardness, bone is surprisingly porous and crisscrossed with tiny blood vessels and nerves, allowing it to be a living, growing, and self-repairing structure. It's a testament to biological engineering, combining strength with a surprising degree of flexibility and metabolic activity. Number 13. Cartilage. While bones provide the rigid framework, cartilage is the unsung hero that allows for smooth movement and provides flexible support in many areas of the body. This tough, elastic connective tissue is found at the ends of bones and joints, where it reduces friction and absorbs shock, preventing bone-and-bone grinding. It's also present in your nose, ears, and trachea windpipe, giving them shape and flexibility. Unlike bone, cartilage doesn't have a direct blood supply, which means it heals much more slowly when damaged. It's the body's natural shock absorber and flexible scaffold, essential for comfortable movement and maintaining the shape of certain structures. Number 14. Joints. Joints are the incredible points where two or more bones meet, allowing for movement and providing flexibility to the skeletal system. Without joints, your skeleton would be a rigid, unmoving structure. They come in various forms, each designed for specific types of motion. Ball and socket joints, like your shoulder and hip, allow for wide ranges of motion. Hinge joints, like Your knee and elbow permit movement in one plane, and pivot joints, like the one in your neck, allow for rotation. Each joint is a complex arrangement of bones, cartilage, ligaments, which connect bone to bone, and sometimes tendons, which connect muscle to bone, all working in harmony to facilitate smooth, controlled movement. Number 15. Ligaments. Think of ligaments as the strong, fibrous ropes that connect bones to other bones, forming stable and resilient joints. Made primarily of tough collagen fibers, ligaments are designed to withstand significant pulling forces, preventing excessive or unnatural movements that could lead to injury. For example, in your knee, several crucial ligaments crisscross to keep the thigh bone and shin bone properly aligned. While incredibly strong, they do have a limit to how much they can stretch, and a sudden twist or impact can lead to a sprain where the ligament is stretched or torn. They are the essential stabilizers, ensuring your bones stay connected and your joints remain functional. Number 16. Tendons. Often confused with ligaments, tendons play a distinctly different but equally vital role. They are the tough, flexible cords that connect muscles to bones. When a muscle contracts, it pulls on its attached tendon, which then pulls on the bone, causing movement. The Achilles tendon, connecting your calf muscles to your heel bone, is the largest and strongest tendon in your body, crucial for walking, running, and jumping. Like ligaments, tendons are made primarily of collagen fibers and are built to withstand immense tension. They are the critical link in the chain of movement, translating the force generated by your muscles into the actions you perform every day. Number 17. The muscular system. The muscular system is the powerhouse behind every single movement your body makes, from the blink of an eye to the most powerful sprint. Comprising over 600 individual muscles, this system is responsible for locomotion, maintaining posture, producing heat, and even moving substances within the body, like blood and food. Muscles work by contracting, shortening their fibers to pull on bones or to squeeze organs. They are incredibly adaptable, growing stronger with exercise and shrinking with disuse. It's a dynamic and responsive system, allowing for both delicate precision and explosive power, constantly at your command or working tirelessly behind the scenes. Number 18. Skeletal muscle. Skeletal muscles are the muscles you can consciously control, making up the bulk of your body's muscle mass and giving you your shape. These are the muscles attached to your bones via tendons, and they are responsible for all voluntary movements, walking, lifting, speaking, and facial expressions. Under a microscope, they appear striated or striped due to the organized arrangement of their contractile proteins. Each skeletal muscle is composed of thousands of muscle fibers, which are essentially elongated cells bundled together. Are incredibly efficient at converting chemical energy into mechanical force, allowing for the vast array of movements that define human activity. Number 19. Smooth muscle. Unlike skeletal muscle, smooth muscle operates involuntarily, meaning you don't consciously control its actions. This type of muscle is found in the walls of internal organs and structures like the digestive tract, blood vessels, airways, bladder, and uterus. Its contractions are slow and sustained, perfectly suited for tasks like pushing food through your intestines, regulating blood flow by constricting or dilating blood vessels, or moving urine through the urinary tract. Smooth muscle cells are spindle-shaped and lack the striations seen in skeletal muscle. They are the silent, tireless workers of your internal body, ensuring essential processes run smoothly without any conscious effort from you. Number 20. Cardiac muscle. Cardiac muscle is a truly unique and specialized type of muscle found only in the walls of your heart. Like smooth muscle, it's involuntary, meaning you don't have to think about making your heart beat. It does so automatically, tirelessly, for your entire life. However, like skeletal muscle, it appears striated under a microscope. What makes it special are its branching fibers and intercalated discs, which allow electrical signals to pass rapidly from one cell to the next, ensuring that all the heart muscle cells contract in a coordinated, rhythmic fashion. This continuous, powerful pumping action is absolutely vital for circulating blood throughout your body, a feat it performs over 100,000 times a day. Number 21. Muscle contraction. The magic of muscle movement lies in muscle contraction, a complex process that occurs at the microscopic level within each muscle fiber. It's often described by the sliding filament theory. Essentially, thin protein filaments actin slide past thick protein filaments, myosin, within the muscle cells, causing the muscle fiber to shorten. This process is triggered by an electrical signal from a motor neuron and requires energy in the form of ATP. The coordinated shortening of millions of these tiny units within a muscle generates the force needed to pull on tendons and move bones. It's an incredibly efficient and precise mechanism, allowing for everything from a delicate finger tap to a powerful jump. Number 22. Antagonistic muscles. Muscles rarely work alone. They often operate in pairs, known as antagonistic muscles. This means that when one muscle contracts to produce a movement, its opposing muscle relaxes. For example, to bend your arm at the elbow, your biceps muscle contracts while your triceps muscle relaxes. To straighten your arm, the triceps contracts and the biceps relaxes. This arrangement allows for controlled and smooth movements in opposing directions. It's like having a push and pull team for every joint, ensuring that your limbs can move back and forth with precision and stability, preventing jerky or uncontrolled actions. Number 23. Origin and insertion. When talking about how muscles attach to bones, anatomists use the terms origin and insertion. The origin is typically the more stable, fixed, or less movable attachment point of a muscle to a bone. The insertion, on the other hand, is the more movable attachment point, usually further down the limb or body part. When a muscle contracts, its fibers shorten, pulling the insertion point closer to the origin point, thereby causing movement. At a joint, understanding these attachment points is crucial for comprehending how specific muscles contribute to different movements, illustrating the intricate mechanics of your musculoskeletal system. Number 24. Fascia, often overlooked. Fascia is a remarkable type of connective tissue that plays a vital, widespread role throughout your entire body. Imagine it as a continuous, intricate web or a thin, strong cling film that wraps around and interpenetrates every muscle, bone, nerve, and organ. It provides support, reduces friction between structures, and helps transmit forces generated by muscles. There are different layers of fascia, from superficial, just under the skin, to deep surrounding muscles and organs. It's a truly pervasive system, contributing to posture, flexibility, and overall body function, often referred to as the organ of posture, due to its continuous supportive nature. Number 25. Axial skeleton. The axial skeleton forms the central axis of your body, providing crucial support and protection for your brain, spinal cord, and the organs of your chest and abdomen. It consists of 80 bones, including the skull, the vertebral column spine, and the thoracic cage ribs and sternum. Think of it as the core scaffolding of your body, bearing the weight of your head and torso and safeguarding your most vital internal structures. While it provides stability, it also allows for a degree of flexibility, especially in the spine, enabling movements like bending and twisting. It's the foundational pillar around which the rest of your body is built. Number 26. Appendicular skeleton. Complementing the axial skeleton, the appendicular skeleton comprises the bones of your limbs, arms, and legs, and the girdles that attach them to the axial skeleton, the shoulder girdle and pelvic girdle. This part of the skeleton consists of 126 bones and is primarily responsible for movement and locomotion. It allows you to reach, grasp, walk, run, and perform the countless complex actions that define human activity. While the axial skeleton provides stability, the appendicular skeleton provides mobility, enabling your interaction with the world. Together, these two skeletal divisions form the complete, dynamic framework of your body. Number 27. Vertebral column spine. The vertebral column, commonly known as the spine, is a flexible yet incredibly strong stack of 33 individual bones called vertebrae. It extends from the base of your skull to your pelvis, serving multiple critical functions. It supports the weight of your upper body, protects the delicate spinal cord, and allows for a wide range of movements like bending, twisting, and arching. Intervertebral discs, acting as shock absorbers, cushion the vertebrae. The spine's natural S-shaped curves provide resilience and help distribute stress. It's the central pillar of your body, a marvel of engineering that balances strength with remarkable flexibility. Number 28. Skull. The skull is a bony structure that forms the head, serving as the protective casing for the brain and providing the framework for the face. It's composed of 22 bones, most of which are fused together, creating an incredibly strong and rigid enclosure. Beyond safeguarding the brain, the skull also houses the sensory organs for sight, hearing, smell, and taste, and provides attachment points for the muscles of the face and jaw. Its complex, intricate design includes various openings for nerves and blood vessels to pass through. It's the ultimate helmet, a masterpiece of natural protection for your most vital organ. Number 20. 9. Rib cage, thoracic cage. The rib cage, or thoracic cage, is a bony and cartilaginous structure that encloses and protects the vital organs of the chest, including the heart and lungs. It consists of 12 pairs of ribs, the sternum breastbone, and the thoracic vertebrae of the spine. While providing robust protection, the rib cage is also remarkably flexible, allowing it to expand and contract during breathing. The intercostal muscles between the ribs assist in this movement. It's a dynamic shield, safeguarding your core life-sustaining organs while facilitating the essential process of respiration. Number 30. Pelvis. The pelvis is a large, basin-shaped bony structure located at the base of the spine, connecting the axial skeleton to the lower limbs. It's formed by the fusion of several bones. The two hip bones, each made of the ilium, ischium and pubis, and the sacrum and coccyx from the vertebral column. The pelvis serves several critical functions. It supports the weight of the upper body, protects the organs of the lower abdomen like the bladder and reproductive organs, and provides strong attachment points for the powerful muscles of the legs and torso. It's the sturdy foundation for your lower body, essential for standing, walking, and bearing weight. Part 3. Control and coordination. Now that we've covered the body's foundations, and how it supports and moves itself. It's time to explore the master control centers that allow all these incredible systems to communicate, process information, and respond to the world around us. This section dives into the fascinating realms of the nervous and endocrine systems. Number 31. The nervous system. The nervous system is the body's ultimate communication network, a superhighway of electrical and chemical signals that allows different parts of your body to talk to each other and coordinate actions. It's divided into two main parts: the central nervous system, CNS, consisting of the brain and spinal cord, and the peripheral nervous system, PNS, which includes all the nerves branching out from the CNS to the rest of the body. This system is responsible for processing sensory information, storing memories, making decisions, and sending commands to muscles and glands. It operates at lightning speed, allowing you to react in milliseconds, learn new skills, and experience the full spectrum of human consciousness. It's truly the command center of your entire being. Number 32. The brain. The brain. Weighing about 3 pounds and resembling a wrinkled walnut, is the most complex organ in the known universe. It's the central processing unit of the nervous system, responsible for thought, memory, emotion, language, and the control of virtually every bodily function. Housed safely within the skull, it's a powerhouse of billions of neurons, constantly firing and forming connections. Despite making up only about 2% of your body weight, it consumes roughly 20% of your body's oxygen and calories, highlighting its immense activity. From composing symphonies to solving complex equations, every conscious thought and unconscious action originates from this incredible organ. It is, quite literally, who you are. Number 33. The spinal cord. Extending from the base of your brain down your back, the spinal cord is a thick bundle of nerves that acts as the primary information highway between your brain and the rest of your body. Protected by the vertebrae of your spine, it's a critical conduit for both sensory information traveling up to the brain and motor commands, traveling down from the brain to your muscles and glands. What's truly fascinating is that the spinal cord can also process some reflexes independently of the brain. For instance, if you touch something hot, your hand will withdraw even before your brain registers the pain, thanks to a reflex arc handled directly by the spinal cord. It's the essential bridge that connects your thoughts to your actions. Number 34. The neuron. The neuron, or nerve cell, is the fundamental building block of the nervous system. Imagine a tiny, specialized electrical wire that can transmit signals over long distances. Each neuron has a cell body, dendrites, which receive signals from other neurons, and an axon, which transmits signals to other neurons or target cells. There are an estimated 86 billion neurons in the human brain alone, forming an unbelievably intricate web of connections. Unlike most other cells, mature neurons generally don't divide, meaning the ones you're born with largely stay with you, making their health and protection paramount. These microscopic messengers are the reason you can think, feel, and move. Number 35. The synapse. If neurons are the wires, then the synapse is the tiny, crucial gap where these wires connect and communicate. It's not a direct physical connection, but a specialized junction where one neuron sends a signal to another neuron, or a target cell like a muscle cell. When an electrical signal reaches the end of a neuron's axon, it triggers the release of chemical messengers called neurotransmitters into this synaptic cleft. These neurotransmitters then bind to receptors on the next cell, either exciting or inhibiting it. This electrochemical dance happens trillions of times a second, allowing for the rapid and precise transmission of information throughout your nervous system. It's the handshake between nerve cells, enabling all brain activity. Number 36. Neurotransmitters. Neurotransmitters are the chemical couriers of your brain and nervous system, carrying messages across the synapses. These tiny molecules are released by one neuron and received by another, influencing everything from your mood and sleep to your muscle contractions and memory. Famous examples include dopamine, associated with pleasure and reward, serotonin, which impacts mood and well-being, acetylcholine, crucial for muscle contraction and memory, and endorphins, natural pain relievers. The delicate balance of these chemicals is vital for proper brain function, and imbalances can lead to various neurological and psychological conditions. They are the language of your brain, constantly shaping your experience. Number 37. The central nervous system, CNS. The central nervous system, or CNS, is the ultimate command and control center of your body, comprising the brain and the spinal cord. It's like the main computer and its primary cable, integrating all incoming sensory information, processing it, and then sending out instructions to the rest of the body. The brain handles complex thought, emotion, and memory, while the spinal cord serves as the vital conduit for information flow and mediates simple reflexes. Protected by bone, the skull, and vertebrae, and cushioned by cerebrospinal fluid, the CNS is incredibly vital for life. Damage to the CNS can have profound and lasting effects, underscoring its irreplaceable role in our existence. Number 38. The peripheral nervous system, PNS. Branching out from the central nervous system, the peripheral nervous system, or PNS, is the vast network of nerves that extends throughout your entire body. It acts as the communication bridge, carrying signals from the CNS to your organs, muscles, and glands, and bringing sensory information back to the CNS from your skin, eyes, ears, and other receptors. Think of it as the intricate wiring that connects the central computer to all the sensors and actuators in a complex robot. The PNS allows you to feel a gentle touch, move your arm, digest food, and even react to stress. It's the essential link that enables your brain to interact with and control your physical world. Number 39. The somatic nervous system, a division of the peripheral nervous system. The somatic nervous system is your voluntary control system. It's what allows you to consciously interact with your environment. This system includes sensory neurons that bring information from your skin, muscles, and joints to the CNS, letting you feel sensations like touch, temperature, and pain. It also contains motor neurons that carry commands from the CNS to your skeletal muscles, enabling all your deliberate movements, walking and talking, to writing and dancing. When you decide to pick up a cup of coffee, it's your somatic nervous system executing that precise action. It's your conscious connection to the physical world, putting you in charge of your movements. Number 40. The autonomic nervous system. In contrast to the voluntary somatic system, the autonomic nervous system, ANS, is the involuntary control center, operating largely without your conscious awareness. It regulates vital bodily functions that keep you alive and well, such as heart rate, breathing, digestion, blood pressure, and body temperature. You don't have to consciously tell your heart to beat or your stomach to digest. The ANS handles it all automatically. This system is further divided into two opposing but complementary branches: the sympathetic and parasympathetic nervous systems, which work in tandem to maintain your body's internal balance, or homeostasis. It's the silent, tireless manager of your internal world. Number 41. The sympathetic nervous system, often dubbed the fight or flight system. The sympathetic nervous system is a branch of the autonomic nervous system that prepares your body for action in times of stress or perceived danger. When activated, it triggers a cascade of physiological changes. Your heart rate increases, blood pressure rises, pupils dilate, breathing quickens, and blood is diverted to your muscles, away from non-essential functions like digestion. This surge of energy and heightened awareness allows you to respond rapidly to threats, whether by confronting them or making a swift escape. It's your body's built-in emergency response team, designed for survival, making you stronger and faster. When it counts. Number 42. The parasympathetic nervous system. The counterpart to the sympathetic system, the parasympathetic nervous system is often called the rest and digest system. Its primary role is to calm your body down after a stressful event and to conserve energy. When activated, it slows your heart rate, lowers blood pressure, constricts pupils, and stimulates digestive processes. It promotes relaxation, recovery, and the replenishment of energy stores after the fight or flight response has passed. The parasympathetic system brings your body back to a state of equilibrium, allowing for repair and maintenance. It's the soothing hand that helps your body unwind, digest food, and prepare for restful sleep, ensuring long-term health and well-being. Number 43. The cerebrum. The cerebrum is the largest and most prominent part of your brain, making up about 85% of its weight. It's the crumpled outer layer, often described as having two hemispheres, and it's responsible for all your higher-level functions: thought, voluntary movement, language, reasoning, perception, and memory. The deep folds and grooves, gyri, and sulci on its surface dramatically increase its surface area, allowing for billions more neurons to be packed in. This is where you process complex information, learn new skills, create art, and engage in abstract thinking. It's the seat of your consciousness and personality, making you uniquely you. Number 44. The cerebellum. Located at the back of the brain, beneath the cerebrum, the cerebellum means little brain in Latin. But don't let its size fool you. It's crucial for smooth, coordinated movement and balance. While it doesn't initiate movement, it fine-tunes and adjusts motor activities, ensuring they are precise and fluid. Think of it as the body's sophisticated autopilot for movement. It helps you maintain posture, walk in a straight line, play a musical instrument, or catch a ball. It constantly receives sensory input from your muscles and joints and integrates it with motor commands from the cerebrum to make real-time adjustments. Without it, even simple tasks like picking up a pen would be clumsy and uncoordinated. Number 45. The brainstem. The brainstem is a vital stalk-like structure located at the base of the brain, connecting the cerebrum and cerebellum to the spinal cord. Despite its relatively small size, it's absolutely essential for life, controlling many of the body's most basic and involuntary functions. This includes breathing, heart rate, blood pressure, sleep, consciousness, and even simple reflexes like swallowing and sneezing. It also acts as a relay station, transmitting signals between the brain and the rest of the body. Damage to the brainstem can be life-threatening, as it houses the control centers for these critical life-sustaining processes. It's the fundamental core that keeps your body's most essential operations running. Part 4. The sensory system. Having explored the foundational structures and the mechanisms of support and movement, we now turn our attention to how your body perceives the world. This section will immerse us in the astonishing capabilities of the sensory system, revealing the intricate ways you experience light, sound, touch, taste, and smell. Number 46. The sensory system. Sensory system is body's incredibly sophisticated network for gathering information, constantly feeding brain data from external world and internal environment. It's what allows us to experience life in vivid, high-definition detail, from warmth of sun on skin to intricate melody of favorite song or comforting aroma of home-cooked meal. This intricate system is composed of specialized organs and billions of tiny cells called receptors. These receptors are like biological antennae, each finely tuned to detect specific stimuli: a photon of light, a vibration of sound, a chemical molecule, or a change in pressure or temperature. Once detected, these stimuli are miraculously converted into electrical signals, which are then transmitted along nerve pathways to brain. In brain, these raw electrical impulses are interpreted, transforming into rich, subjective sensations we consciously perceive. Without this incredible, tireless system, world would be a blank, silent, and tasteless void, devoid of all beauty and information that shapes reality. Truly ultimate interface between you and reality. Number 47. The eye, more than just an organ for sight. Eye is a marvel of biological engineering, often compared to a sophisticated camera, but far more complex and adaptable. Roughly size of a ping pong ball, each eye is meticulously protected by bony orbit of skull, cushioned by fatty tissue, making it surprisingly resilient to external forces. Eye works by capturing light and transforming it into rich tapestry of images we perceive. Light first enters through transparent cornea, which acts like camera's outer lens, bending light to begin focusing it, then passes through pupil, a dynamic opening that adjusts size to control how much light enters, much like a camera's aperture. Light then hits lens, a flexible structure that fine-tunes focus, allowing you to see objects clearly at various distances, a feat no single camera lens can achieve without moving parts. Finally, light is projected onto retina at back of eye. What's truly astounding is eyes' speed and precision. Eyes can process an estimated 36,000 bits of information every hour and distinguish between millions of different colors. They are constantly making micro-movements, called saccades, to scan and build a detailed picture of surroundings, not just a window to soul, but a high-definition, autofocusing, self-cleaning, and incredibly adaptive camera rolled into one. Number 48. The retina. Deep within, back of eye lies retina, a thin, multi-layered, light-sensitive tissue that is essentially a direct extension of brain. Here, magic of vision truly begins, converting light into neural signals. Retina contains millions of specialized photoreceptor cells, rods, and cones. Imagine them as tiny pixels on a biological screen. Rods, numbering around 120 million in each eye, are incredibly sensitive to light and responsible for vision in low-light conditions, detecting shades of gray and perceiving motion. They are why you can see anything at all in a dimly lit room. Cones, about 6 million per eye, are less light sensitive but essential for color vision and sharp, detailed perception, especially in bright light. 3 types of cones exist, each sensitive to different wavelengths of light, and combination of their activation allows you to perceive full spectrum of colors. When light hits these photoreceptors, triggers a complex series of chemical and electrical reactions, converting light energy into neural signals. These signals are then processed by other retinal cells, bipolar cells and ganglion cells, before being bundled together to form optic nerve. Like a biological film, constantly capturing, converting, and pre-processing visual world around you into electrical impulses, before sending it to brain for final interpretation. Number 49. The optic nerve. Once retina has meticulously captured and processed visual information, needs a superhighway to send these complex signals to brain for interpretation. That's job of optic nerve. Each optic nerve, one from each eye, is a robust bundle of over 1 million individual nerve fibers. These fibers act as high-speed data cables carrying electrical impulses from retinal ganglion cells directly to visual cortex in brain, located at very back of head. This transmission happens at incredible speeds, allowing for near instantaneous visual perception. What's truly fascinating is that where optic nerve leaves retina, there are no photoreceptors, creating a natural blind spot in vision. However, brain is so clever and adaptive that constantly fills in missing information from other eye or from surrounding visual cues. So you rarely, if ever, notice this gap in visual field. Optic nerve is critical, high bandwidth link that transforms raw light data into rich, meaningful images that allow you to navigate and understand world. Number 50. The ear. Ear is far more than just an organ for hearing. A sophisticated sensory apparatus responsible for both sound perception and maintaining body's delicate balance. This intricate organ is divided into 3 main parts, each playing a crucial role in its dual function. Outer ear, consisting of visible auricle and ear canal, acts like a funnel, collecting sound waves from environment and directing them inward. These sound waves then cause eardrum in middle ear to vibrate. Middle ear amplifies these vibrations through a chain of 3 tiny bones, malleus, incus, and stapes, collectively smallest bones in body. Finally, these amplified vibrations are transmitted to inner ear, a remarkable labyrinth of fluid-filled chambers. Here, vibrations are translated into neural impulses for hearing. An inner ear also houses vestibular system, which detects head movements and helps us maintain equilibrium and spatial orientation. A miniature, highly sensitive acoustic and balance laboratory, constantly working in background to keep us upright, aware of auditory world, and perfectly oriented in space. Number 51. The cochlea. Nestled deep within inner ear, cochlea is a tiny, exquisitely engineered, snail-shaped, fluid-filled organ that is primary site where sound vibrations are converted into electrical signals for hearing. This remarkable structure is lined with thousands of microscopic hair cells, which are true heroes of sound transduction. When vibrations from sound waves, amplified by middle ear, reach cochlea, fluid inside begins to move. This fluid movement causes delicate hair cells, which are embedded in a structure called organ of Corti, to bend. This bending action is a mechanical process that miraculously converts physical vibrations into electrical signals. What's truly ingenious is that different frequencies of sound cause different parts of cochlea to vibrate most intensely, allowing us to distinguish between a vast range of high and low pitches, from deepest bass to highest treble. An incredibly sensitive and precise instrument, capable of detecting faintest whispers and loudest roars, transforming these complex vibrations into rich tapestry of sound we experience every day. Number 52. The auditory nerve. Just as optic nerve transmits visual information, auditory nerve more formally known as vestibulocochlear nerve, is crucial pathway that carries both sound and balance information from inner ear to brain. This nerve is actually comprised of two distinct parts, each with a specialized function. One part, cochlear nerve, transmits electrical signals generated by cochlea, allowing us to perceive world of sound. Other part, vestibular nerve, transmits signals from vestibular system within inner ear, providing brain with vital information about head, position, movement, and acceleration, crucial for maintaining balance and spatial orientation. A dual-purpose, high-speed data cable, ensuring that complex electrical impulses generated in inner ear reach brain's auditory cortex for interpretation of sound, and cerebellum and other brain regions for coordination of balance and movement. Without this vital nerve, world would be silent, and maintaining balance would be an impossible, disorienting task. Number 53. The olfactory system. Smell. Sense of smell or olfaction is arguably one of our most primal and powerful senses, deeply and intricately linked to memory, emotion, and even instinctual behaviors. Managed by olfactory system, primarily located in a specialized patch of tissue, olfactory epithelium, high up in nasal cavity. What makes sense of smell unique among our senses is its direct pathway to brain. Unlike other sensory signals that first pass through thalamus, olfactory signals bypass this relay and go directly to olfactory bulb, which then sends signals to areas of brain intimately involved in emotion and memory. This direct connection is precisely why a particular scent, perhaps a grandmother's perfume or smell of freshly cut grass, can instantly transport you back to a specific childhood memory or evoke a strong, sometimes overwhelming feeling. Humans can distinguish between an astonishing trillions of different odors, a feat once thought impossible. A highly sensitive chemical detective, constantly scanning air for information, from comforting aroma of freshly baked bread to vital warning signs of smoke or spoiled food. This ancient sense plays a far more significant role in our lives than we often consciously realize. Number 54. Olfactory receptors. Within specialized olfactory epithelium, lining upper part of nasal cavity, are millions of unique nerve cells called olfactory receptors. These are true smell detectors of body, acting as frontline sensors. For airborne chemical molecules, each olfactory receptor cell has tiny, hair-like projections, cilia, that extend into mucus layer coating nasal passages. These cilia are covered in an array of specific receptor proteins. When airborne odor molecules are inhaled and dissolve in this mucus, they bind to these particular receptor proteins, much like a key fitting into a lock. This binding action triggers an electrical signal within olfactory receptor cell. What's truly remarkable is that humans have about 400 different types of functional olfactory receptors, and unique combination and pattern of activated receptors allows brain to distinguish between a vast, almost infinite array of scents. For example, smell of coffee is not just one molecule, but a complex blend of hundreds, each activating a specific subset of these receptors. These microscopic antennae are constantly sampling air, providing us with a rich, detailed chemical map of environment, influencing appetite, social interactions, and even safety. Number 55. The gustatory system. Tastes. Sense of taste, or gustation, allows us to savor flavors of our food, providing immense pleasure and also serving as a vital protective mechanism, helping us determine what is safe to eat and what might be harmful. This system is primarily centered on tongue, but also involves taste receptors scattered across roof of mouth, throat, and even epiglottis. While we often simplify taste into 5 basic categories: sweet, sour, salty, bitter, and umami, actual experience of flavor is a far more complex and multisensory phenomenon. A sophisticated interplay between these basic tastes: aroma detected by olfactory system, texture of food, and even temperature, gustatory system works in close collaboration with olfactory system. Try pinching nose while eating something, and you'll immediately notice how much less flavor it has. This chemical analysis lab in mouth is not just about enjoyment, about identifying essential nutrients, detecting potential toxins, and ensuring our meals are both delicious and safe for consumption. Number 56. Taste buds. Scattered across surface of tongue and in other areas of mouth and throat are thousands of tiny sensory organs called taste buds. These aren't bumps you see on tongue. Each taste bud is a microscopic cluster of 50 to 100 specialized taste receptor cells. These cells have microscopic, hair-like projections, microvilli, that extend into a small opening on surface of tongue called taste pore. When food molecules dissolve in saliva, they enter taste pore and bind to specific receptors on these taste cells, much like a key fitting into a lock. This binding action triggers an electrical signal within taste cell. Different taste cells are more sensitive to certain tastes, allowing us to detect distinct qualities of sweet, sour, salty, bitter, and umami. For instance, some cells are highly responsive to glucose, while others react strongly to acids. These tiny chemical sensors are constantly working, translating complex chemical composition of food. You eat into delicious sensations that guide dietary choices and enhance dining. Experience. Number 57. The somatosensory system, touch, and general sensation. Somatosensory system is body's incredibly extensive and distributed network for perceiving a vast array of sensations from skin, muscles, joints, and internal organs. What allows you to feel world, literally, at fingertips and throughout entire being. This system is responsible for detecting touch, pressure, vibration, temperature, pain, and proprioception, often in conscious sense of body's position and movement in space. Not confined to one specific organ like eye or ear, but rather comprises millions of specialized receptors spread throughout entire body. This constant stream of information provides brain with a detailed real-time awareness of physical self and immediate allows you to feel texture of a fabric, sense warmth of a hug, react to a sharp pain from a stubbed toe, or know where limbs are without looking. This comprehensive tactile and positional awareness system is absolutely crucial for everything, from performing delicate tasks like threading a needle to maintaining balance while walking and protecting yourself from harm. Number 58. Mechano. Receptors within skin, muscles, joints, and even internal organs are specialized sensory receptors called mechano. These remarkable cells are exquisitely sensitive to mechanical stimuli, physical deformations like pressure, touch, vibration, and stretch. Several different types of mechanoreceptors exist, each finely tuned to detect specific aspects of touch and pressure, contributing to richness of tactile experience. For instance, Merkel cells, located in superficial layers of skin, are responsible for detecting light touch and sustained pressure, allowing you to feel gentle brush of a feather. Meissner corpuscles, found in dermal papillae, are highly sensitive to light touch and low-frequency vibration, crucial for discriminating textures and reading Braille. Pacinian corpuscles, located deeper in skin and other tissues, respond to deep pressure and high-frequency vibration, allowing you to feel vibration of a phone or impact of a jump. Ruffini endings, sensitive to skin stretch, help you understand position of fingers and limbs. These receptors are like tiny biological microphones, picking up physical deformations and converting them into electrical signals that brain interprets as diverse sensations of touch. They are fundamental to interaction with physical world, enabling dexterity, balance, and environmental awareness. Number 59. NOCICEPTORS. Pain receptors. While often an unpleasant sensation, pain is an absolutely vital protective mechanism, and detected by specialized sensory neurons called nociceptors. These receptors are found throughout most tissues of body, including skin, muscles, joints, and internal organs. Unlike other receptors that respond to gentle stimuli, nociceptors only activate when a stimulus is strong enough to cause potential or actual tissue damage. This could be anything from extreme heat, intense mechanical pressure, or harmful chemicals released by damaged cells. When activated, nociceptors send rapid electrical signals to spinal cord and then up to brain, where they are interpreted as sensation of pain. This immediate, often excruciating, signal prompts us to withdraw from harmful stimulus, protect an injured area, and seek medical attention if necessary. Different types of nociceptors exist for different types of pain: sharp, immediate pain, and dull, aching pain. Body's essential alarm system, alerting us to danger and preventing further injury. A crucial and non-negotiable component of our survival. TOOLKIT. Number 60. Thermoceptors, temperature receptors. Body is a finely tuned machine that constantly monitors and regulates temperature, both internal and external, thanks to specialized sensory neurons called These receptors are strategically located in skin, allowing you to feel temperature of surroundings, but also in internal organs and even brain, where they monitor core body temperature. Different types of thermoceptors exist. Some are specifically activated by cold temperatures, while others respond to warmth. When temperature deviates from a comfortable range, these receptors send signals to brain. This information is critical for maintaining homeostasis, body's stable internal environment. If you're too hot, these signals trigger responses like sweating and vasodilation. If you're too cold, they initiate shivering and vasoconstriction. They also allow you to feel comforting warmth of a cozy blanket or refreshing coolness of a crisp breeze, playing a dual role in both comfort and fundamental survival by preventing hypothermia or hypothermia. Part 5. Transport and Defense. Having explored how body perceives world through senses, we now move to internal highways and defense forces. This section delves into incredible cardiovascular and lymphatic systems, revealing how nutrients, oxygen, and waste are moved, and how body constantly protects itself from invaders. Number 61. The cardiovascular system. Cardiovascular system, also known as circulatory system, is body's vast network of blood vessels and heart. Primary function is to transport blood throughout body, delivering oxygen and nutrients to cells and carrying away waste products like carbon dioxide. Think of it as body's internal delivery and waste management service. This closed system ensures every cell receives what it needs to function and removes what it doesn't. Blood, propelled by heart, also carries hormones, immune cells, and heat, playing a crucial role in maintaining body temperature and fighting infection. A truly vital system, constantly working to maintain life and health, adapting to body's changing demands from deep sleep to intense physical exertion. Its efficiency directly impacts energy levels and overall well-being. Number 62. The heart. Heart is a muscular pump, size of a clenched fist, located slightly left of center in chest, nestled between lungs. Its engine of cardiovascular system, tirelessly pumping blood throughout body without a single pause. Divided into 4 chambers, 2 upper atria receive blood, and 2 powerful lower ventricles pump it out. Right side pumps deoxygenated blood to lungs for oxygen pickup, while left side pumps oxygenated blood to rest of body, including brain and muscles. Heart beats about 100,000 times a day, pumping around 2,000 gallons of blood, a volume equivalent to filling a large swimming pool every week. This incredible feat of endurance and efficiency, essential for life, ensures every cell receives vital oxygen and nutrients, and waste is efficiently removed. Its rhythmic contractions are controlled by its own electrical system, a natural pacemaker. Number 63. Blood vessels. Blood vessels are extensive network of tubes that carry blood throughout body. 3 main types: arteries, veins, and capillaries. Arteries carry oxygenated blood away from heart to tissues under high pressure. Veins carry deoxygenated blood back to heart under lower pressure. Capillaries are tiny, microscopic vessels that connect arteries and veins, forming a vast, intricate web where actual exchange of oxygen, nutrients, and waste products occurs between blood and cells. If you stretched out all blood vessels in adult body, length would extend over 100,000 miles, enough to circle Earth almost 4 times. This vast interconnected network ensures efficient delivery and removal across entire body, adapting blood flow to meet specific tissue needs at any given moment. Number 64. Arteries. Arteries are strong, muscular blood vessels that carry oxygenated blood away from heart to rest of body. They have thick, elastic walls composed of smooth muscle and connective tissue, designed to withstand high pressure of blood pumped directly from heart. Largest artery is aorta, originating from left ventricle, arching over heart and descending through chest and abdomen. Aorta branches into smaller arteries, then arterioles, distributing blood to various organs and tissues. Arteries are crucial for maintaining blood pressure through their elasticity, which allows them to expand with each heartbeat and recoil, helping to propel blood forward in a continuous flow. This elasticity also dampens pulsatile flow, protecting delicate capillaries downstream. Number 65. Veins. Veins are blood vessels that carry deoxygenated blood back to heart from tissues and organs. Unlike arteries, veins have thinner, less muscular walls, as blood pressure is much lower after passing through capillaries. To prevent blood from flowing backward, especially in limbs against gravity, many veins contain one-way valves. These valves ensure blood flows only towards heart. Muscle contractions surrounding veins, particularly in legs, also help push blood towards heart. A mechanism known as muscular pump. Largest veins are superior and inferior vena cava, which empty into right atrium of heart. Veins are essential for completing circulatory loop, efficiently returning blood for reoxygenation and waste removal. Number 66. Capillaries. Capillaries are smallest and most numerous blood vessels, forming a vast, intricate network within tissues. Their walls are incredibly thin, often only 1 cell thick, which is crucial for their primary function: rapid and efficient exchange of substances between blood and surrounding cells. At capillary level, oxygen and nutrients like glucose and amino acids diffuse from blood into interstitial fluid, then into cells. Simultaneously, carbon dioxide and other metabolic waste products diffuse from cells into blood to be carried away. This microscopic exchange is fundamental to cell survival and overall body function, enabling every cell to receive its vital supplies and dispose of its waste. Without capillaries, cells would starve and drown in their own waste, making them true workhorses of circulation. Number 60. 7. Blood. Blood is a vital, fluid, connective tissue that circulates throughout cardiovascular system. Far more than just a red liquid. Blood is a complex mixture of plasma liquid component, about 55% of blood volume, and various cellular components, red blood cells, white blood cells, and platelets. Plasma itself carries dissolved proteins, nutrients, hormones, and waste. Blood's primary roles include transporting oxygen from lungs to tissues, carrying nutrients from digestive system, transporting hormones to target organs, removing waste products to kidneys and liver, regulating body temperature by distributing heat, and defending against infection via immune cells. An adult typically has about 5 liters of blood, constantly being filtered, replenished, and circulated, performing its life-sustaining duties every second. Number 68. Red blood cells, erythrocytes. Red blood cells are most abundant cells in blood, responsible for transporting oxygen throughout body. They are unique for lacking a nucleus and most organelles in mature form, allowing them to pack more hemoglobin, an iron-containing protein that binds oxygen in lungs and releases it in tissues. Their distinctive biconcave disc shape increases surface area for oxygen exchange and provides flexibility, allowing them to squeeze through tiny capillaries narrower than their own diameter. Produced in bone marrow, they live for about 120 days before being removed by spleen and liver. Billions of these tiny, oxygen-carrying couriers are essential for cellular respiration and energy production, fueling every cell and organ. Number 69. White blood cells, leukocytes. White blood cells are crucial components of immune system, defending body against infection and disease. Unlike red blood cells, they have a nucleus and come in various types. Neutrophils, lymphocytes, T cells, B cells, natural killer cells, monocytes, eosinophils, and basophils, each with specialized roles. Some, like neutrophils and macrophages, derived from monocytes, are phagocytes, engulfing and destroying pathogens. Lymphocytes are key to specific immunity, recognizing and targeting specific invaders or producing antibodies. White blood cells can leave bloodstream and enter tissues to fight infections directly, acting as body's mobile defense force, constantly patrolling for threats and mounting targeted attacks to keep you healthy. Number 70. Platelets, thrombocytes. Platelets are tiny, irregularly shaped cell fragments that play a critical role in blood clotting hemostasis, preventing excessive blood loss after injury. They are not full cells, but fragments of larger cells called megakaryocytes found in bone marrow. When a blood vessel is damaged, platelets rush to site, sticking to injured area and to each other, forming a temporary plug. They also release chemicals that promote further clotting, leading to formation of a fibrin clot, a mesh-like structure that seals wound and provides a scaffold for healing. Without platelets, even minor cuts could lead to dangerous, uncontrolled bleeding. They are body's rapid response team for injury repair, essential for maintaining integrity of circulatory system. Number 71. The lymphatic system. Lymphatic system is a vital, often unsung, part of both circulatory and immune systems. A complex network of vessels, nodes, and organs like spleen, thymus, tonsils that runs throughout body, parallel to blood vessels. Its main functions include collecting excess interstitial fluid lymph that leaks from blood capillaries and returning it to bloodstream, preventing tissue swelling. It also absorbs fats and fat-soluble vitamins from digestive system and transports them to blood. Crucially, it plays a central role in defending body against pathogens by filtering lymph and housing immune cells. Its body's drainage and surveillance. System number 72. Lymph. Lymph is a clear, watery fluid that circulates throughout lymphatic system. Formed from interstitial fluid that surrounds cells and tissues, that is not reabsorbed by blood capillaries. Lymph contains white blood cells, especially lymphocytes, proteins, fats, and waste products. It acts as a drainage system, collecting this excess fluid and particulate matter from tissues and returning it to bloodstream, preventing swelling edema and maintaining fluid balance. As it slowly flows through lymph nodes, it is filtered and purified, playing a direct role in immune surveillance, bringing pathogens into contact with immune cells. Number 73. Lymph nodes. Lymph nodes are small, bean-shaped organs strategically located along lymphatic vessels throughout body, particularly in neck, armpits, groin, and abdomen. They act as critical filters for lymph, trapping bacteria, viruses, cancer cells, and other foreign substances. Inside lymph nodes, immune cells, particularly lymphocytes, T and B cells, and macrophages, are abundant and ready to identify and destroy these trapped pathogens. When you have an infection, lymph nodes often swell and become tender as immune cells multiply rapidly to fight off invaders. They are critical checkpoints for immune system, initiating and coordinating responses against threats, acting as command centers for immune defense. Number 74. The spleen. Spleen is largest lymphatic organ, located in upper left abdomen, behind stomach, protected by rib cage. Plays multiple vital roles, making it a multifaceted organ. It filters blood, removing old or damaged red blood cells and platelets, and recycling iron components. Also a major site for white blood cell production and storage, particularly lymphocytes, making it a key player in immune response against blood-borne pathogens. Spleen acts as a blood reservoir, storing extra blood that can be released into circulation in emergencies, like significant blood loss. While possible to live without a spleen, its removal increases susceptibility to certain bacterial infections, highlighting its importance in both blood maintenance and immunity. Number 75. The thymus. Thymus is a specialized primary lymphoid organ located in chest, behind sternum and between lungs, above heart. Plays a critical role in immune system, particularly during childhood and adolescence. It's where T lymphocytes, T cells, a type of white blood cell crucial for cell-mediated immunity, mature and are educated. T cells learn to distinguish between body's own healthy cells and foreign invaders. Here, a process called thymic education, which prevents autoimmune reactions. After puberty, thymus gradually shrinks and is replaced by fat. But its early role in establishing a robust and self-tolerant immune system is vital for lifelong health. An essential training ground for body's cellular defense forces, shaping immune competence. Part 6. Energy and waste. After exploring how body transports vital substances and defends itself, we now turn to fundamental processes of energy acquisition and waste disposal. This section delves into digestive, respiratory, and urinary systems, revealing how body fuels itself, breathes, and cleanses. Number 76. The digestive system. Digestive system is body's incredible processing plant. Responsible for breaking down food into nutrients, body can absorb for energy, growth, and repair. This long winding tube, extending from mouth to anus, is about 30 feet long in an adult. A complex series of organs working in harmony, including esophagus, stomach, small intestine, large intestine, liver, gallbladder, and pancreas. Digestion involves both mechanical breakdown, like chewing and stomach churning, and chemical breakdown through action of enzymes. This continuous, multi-stage process extracts every bit of usable energy and building blocks from food, ensuring cells have fuel to perform their vital functions. From moment food enters mouth to final elimination, system meticulously processes nutrients, converting complex molecules into simple ones body can utilize. A marvel of efficiency, constantly adapting to different foods and ensuring a steady supply of fuel for body's demanding needs. Number 77. The mouth. Digestion begins in mouth. First stop on digestive journey. More than just for eating, mouth performs crucial initial steps. Teeth mechanically break down food into smaller pieces, increasing surface area for chemical digestion. A process called mastication. Salivary glands, located around mouth, release saliva containing enzymes like amylase, which starts breaking down complex carbohydrates into simpler sugars even before food leaves mouth. Saliva also lubricates food, making it easier to swallow, and contains antimicrobial agents like lysozyme to help protect against pathogens entering body with food. Tongue helps mix food with saliva and skillfully pushes it towards throat for swallowing. Mouth prepares food for its long journey through digestive tract, making subsequent steps more efficient and setting stage for thorough nutrient extraction. Number 78. The esophagus. Esophagus is a muscular tube, about 10 inches long, connecting throat to stomach. Primary function is to transport chewed food from mouth to stomach. This is not a passive drop. Esophagus uses a rhythmic wave-like muscular contraction called peristalsis to push food downward. These involuntary muscle contractions propel food efficiently, even against gravity, allowing you to swallow while lying down or even upside down. A specialized ring of muscle at lower end, lower esophageal sphincter, relaxes to allow food into stomach and then tightens to prevent stomach acid from flowing back up into esophagus, which would cause uncomfortable heartburn. Esophagus is a vital conduit, ensuring food reaches its next destination efficiently and safely, a critical link in the digestive chain. Number 79. The stomach. Stomach is a J-shaped, muscular organ located in upper abdomen, just below. Diaphragm acts as a churning, acidic mixing vat for food, capable of expanding significantly after a meal. Its walls contain 3 layers of smooth muscle that contract vigorously in different directions to physically break down food further, mixing it thoroughly with digestive juices. Gastric glands and stomach lining produce gastric juice, a highly acidic mixture containing hydrochloric acid and enzymes like pepsin. Hydrochloric acid kills most bacteria ingested with food, providing a crucial defense against foodborne illness, and creates optimal acidic environment for pepsin to begin protein digestion. Food typically stays in stomach for 2 to 4 hours, turning into a semi-liquid paste called chyme, before slowly releasing into small intestine for further processing. Number 80. The small intestine. Small intestine is where vast majority of nutrient absorption occurs. Despite its name, its longest part of digestive tract, about 20 feet long in adults, coiled extensively in abdomen, divided into 3 sections: duodenum, jejunum, and ileum. Its inner surface is covered in millions of tiny, finger-like projections, called villi, and each villus has even smaller microscopic projections, called This creates an enormous surface area for absorption, roughly size of a tennis court. Digestive enzymes from pancreas and bile from liver and gallbladder enter duodenum to break down carbohydrates, proteins, and fats into their simplest forms. These small, absorbable molecules then pass through villi into bloodstream or lymphatic system, ready to fuel body's cells. This intricate design maximizes nutrient uptake, making it a highly efficient absorption machine. Number 81. The large intestine. Large intestine, also known as colon, is final section of digestive tract, about 5 feet long and wider than small intestine. Primary role is to absorb remaining water and electrolytes from indigestible food matter, forming solid waste. It also houses billions of beneficial bacteria, collectively known as gut microbiome, that ferment some undigested carbohydrates, producing essential vitamins like vitamin K and certain B vitamins, and short-chain fatty acids that nourish colon cells. Large intestine does not play a significant role in nutrient absorption. It compacts waste, preparing it for elimination from body, and maintains body's fluid balance, a crucial step in waste management and gut health, impacting overall well-being. Number 82. The liver. Liver is largest internal organ, located in upper right abdomen, below diaphragm, and protected by lower ribs. A true multitasker, performing over 500 vital functions. Its roles include detoxifying harmful substances from blood, producing bile, synthesizing crucial proteins like albumin for fluid balance and clotting factors for blood coagulation, storing glucose as glycogen for energy reserve, and processing nutrients absorbed from small intestine before they enter general circulation. Liver is also involved in cholesterol metabolism, hormone breakdown, and immune function, acting as a filter and processing center for blood, body's primary chemical factory and detoxification center, crucial for maintaining metabolic balance and overall health. Number 83. The gallbladder. Gallbladder is a small pear-shaped organ tucked underneath liver, nestled in a shallow depression. Main function is to store and concentrate bile produced by liver. Bile is a greenish yellow fluid that helps emulsify fats in small intestine, breaking them down into smaller droplets so digestive enzymes can work more effectively. When fatty food enters small intestine, gallbladder contracts, releasing concentrated bile into duodenum through bile duct. This aids in fat digestion and absorption of fat-soluble vitamins. Without gallbladder, fat digestion can be impaired, leading to digestive discomfort and difficulty absorbing certain nutrients, though liver still produces bile continuously. Number 84. Digestive enzymes. Digestive enzymes are specialized proteins essential for chemical breakdown of food into absorbable nutrients, produced by various organs, including salivary glands, stomach, pancreas, and small intestine. These enzymes act as biological catalysts, speeding up specific chemical reactions. Examples include amylase, which breaks down carbohydrates, Pepsin, which starts protein digestion in stomach. Lipase, which breaks down fats. And proteases, like trypsin, which continue protein digestion in small intestine. Without these enzymes, complex food molecules would be too large to pass through intestinal wall into bloodstream. They meticulously dismantle food, transforming it into usable fuel and building blocks for body's cells. Their precise action is fundamental to nutrient acquisition. Number 85. Cellular respiration. Cellular respiration is a fundamental process by which cells convert nutrients, primarily glucose, into usable energy in form of ATP. This complex series of biochemical reactions occurs primarily within mitochondria, cells' powerhouses. It requires oxygen, which is supplied by a respiratory system, and produces carbon dioxide as a waste product, which is then expelled. This process is how body extracts energy from food absorbed by digestive system, fueling all cellular activities. From muscle contraction and nerve impulses to protein synthesis and maintaining body temperature. It's the ultimate energy conversion mechanism, making life possible at microscopic level, sustaining every function. Number 86. The lungs. Lungs are two large, spongy organs located in chest cavity, protected by rib cage, primary organs of respiration. Each lung is divided into lobes, and within lungs, airways branch into progressively smaller tubes, ending in millions of tiny air sacs called alveoli. Lungs facilitate gas exchange. Oxygen from inhaled air diffuses across thin walls of alveoli into surrounding capillaries, while carbon dioxide from blood diffuses into alveoli to be exhaled. Lungs have an enormous surface area for gas exchange, roughly size of a tennis court, maximizing efficiency. Their constant, rhythmic expansion and contraction ensure continuous oxygen supply and waste gas removal, vital for sustaining cellular life and overall body function. Number 87. The diaphragm. Diaphragm is a large, dome-shaped muscle located at base of chest cavity, separating chest from abdomen. Its primary muscle of respiration. When diaphragm contracts, it flattens and moves downward, increasing volume of chest cavity, which creates negative pressure and draws air into lungs inhalation. When it relaxes, it moves upward, decreasing chest volume and pushing air out of lungs exhalation. Diaphragm works tirelessly and involuntarily, ensuring continuous breathing. It's rhythmic. Contractions are essential for life, enabling constant gas exchange. Without its precise action, breathing would be a conscious, laborious effort, highlighting its critical, often unnoticed, role. Number 88. Alveoli. Alveoli are millions of tiny, thin-walled air sacs at end of smallest airways, bronchi. In lungs, they are primary sites of gas exchange. Each alveolus is surrounded by a dense network of capillaries. Oxygen from inhaled air diffuses across extremely thin alveolar and capillary walls into bloodstream, binding to red blood cells. Simultaneously, carbon dioxide, a waste product from body's cells, diffuses from blood into alveoli to be exhaled. Their vast number and thin walls provide an enormous surface area for efficient gas exchange, critical for oxygenating blood and removing carbon dioxide. These microscopic structures are key to sustaining cellular life, ensuring every cell receives oxygen it needs and disposes of its gaseous waste. Number 89. The urinary system. Urinary system, also known as renal system, is body's primary waste filtration and elimination system. Consists of kidneys, ureters, bladder, and urethra. Its main functions include filtering blood to remove waste products like urea, creatinine, and uric acid, maintaining fluid and electrolyte balance, regulating blood pressure through hormone production, and producing a hormone vital for red blood cell production. It's a vital system for maintaining body's internal chemical balance and removing harmful substances. Without proper urinary function, toxins would build up rapidly, leading to severe health issues and eventually organ failure. It constantly purifies blood, ensuring a stable internal environment. Number 90. The kidneys. Kidneys are two bean-shaped organs, each size of a fist, located on either side of spine, just below rib cage. They are main filters of urinary system. Each kidney contains about 1 million tiny filtering units called nephrons. Kidneys process about 180 liters of blood plasma every day, filtering out waste products, excess salts, and water, while reabsorbing essential substances like glucose and amino acids back into blood. They produce urine, which then flows through ureters to bladder for storage. Kidneys also produce hormones that regulate blood pressure and red blood cell production. They are body's sophisticated purification plants, essential for maintaining blood purity and chemical balance, adapting filtration rates to body's needs, and ensuring overall health. Part 7. Reproduction and other vital concepts. This final section brings us to crucial systems and concepts that complete our understanding of human biology, including how life itself continues. Number 91. The reproductive system. Reproductive system is unique among body's systems, as its primary function is not essential for survival of individual, but for survival of species. It allows for creation of new life, ensuring continuation of humanity. This system includes primary sex organs, gonads, which produce gamete sperm in males, eggs in females, and sex hormones, as well as accessory organs and ducts for transport and development. A complex interplay of hormones, organs, and processes that culminate in miracle of conception and development, making it a truly remarkable and fundamental aspect of human biology. Number 92. Ovaries. Ovaries are female gonads, two almond-shaped organs located in pelvic cavity. They have two main functions: producing eggs ova, female gametes, and producing female sex hormones, primarily estrogen and progesterone. Estrogen is crucial for development of female secondary sexual characteristics and regulation of menstrual cycle. Progesterone prepares uterus for pregnancy. Eggs are released monthly during ovulation, traveling down fallopian tubes. Ovaries are central to female fertility and hormonal balance, orchestrating menstrual cycle and supporting early stages of pregnancy. Number 93. Testes. Testes are male gonads, two oval-shaped organs located in scrotum outside body. They have two primary functions: producing sperm, male gametes, and producing male sex hormones, primarily testosterone. Testosterone is essential for development of male secondary sexual characteristics, sperm production, maintaining muscle mass, and bone density. Sperm are produced continuously within seminiferous tubules inside testes. Testes are vital for male fertility and overall male health, playing a crucial role in reproduction and hormonal regulation. Number 94. The uterus. Uterus is a hollow, pear-shaped muscular organ located in female pelvis between bladder and rectum. Its primary function is to nurture developing fetus during pregnancy. Uterus lining, endometrium, thickens each month in preparation for potential implantation of a fertilized egg. If pregnancy occurs, uterus expands dramatically. To accommodate growing baby, and its powerful muscular contractions during labor are essential for childbirth. A remarkable organ of incredible strength and adaptability, central to human reproduction and continuation of life. Number 95. Fertilization. Fertilization is pivotal moment in human reproduction. Fusion of male gamete sperm and female gamete egg to form a zygote typically occurs in fallopian tube. Sperm must navigate a challenging journey to reach egg, and only one sperm successfully penetrates egg's outer layers. Once fertilized, egg undergoes rapid changes to prevent other sperm from entering. This single-celled zygote contains complete genetic blueprint for new individual, half from mother and half from father. Fertilization marks beginning of human development, a truly miraculous event. Number 96. Embryonic development. After fertilization, zygote begins a rapid series of cell divisions and differentiation, leading to embryonic development. This period, roughly first 8 weeks after conception, is characterized by formation of major organs and body structures. Cells multiply, specialize, and organize into tissues and organs. A tiny embryo transforms from a cluster of cells into a recognizable human form, though still very small. This intricate process is guided by precise genetic instructions and environmental cues, laying foundation for all future growth and function. A period of astonishing transformation and rapid biological engineering. Number 97. Fetal development. Following embryonic period, from 9th week of pregnancy until birth, is fetal development. During this stage, fetus continues to grow and mature. Organs and systems developed during embryonic stage grow larger and become more complex and functional. Fetus gains weight, bones harden, and nervous system develops further, allowing for reflexes and increasing sensory capabilities. Movements become more coordinated. Fetal development is a period of refinement and preparation for life outside womb, culminating in birth of a fully formed infant. Number 98. The immune system, adaptive immunity. Beyond general defenses, immune system possesses adaptive immunity, a highly specific and memory-based defense mechanism. This part of immune system learns to recognize specific pathogens encountered before, mounting a faster, stronger response upon subsequent exposure. Key players are lymphocytes, B cells, which produce antibodies to neutralize pathogens, and T cells, which directly attack infected cells or coordinate other immune responses. Adaptive immunity provides long-lasting protection against specific diseases, forming basis of vaccination and lifelong immunity to many infections. Number 99. Stem cells. Stem cells are remarkable, undifferentiated cells with unique abilities. They can divide and renew themselves for long periods, and they have potential to differentiate into many different types of specialized cells in body. Embryonic stem cells can become any cell type, while adult stem cells are more limited, typically differentiating into cells of their tissue of origin. Stem cells are crucial for growth, repair, and regeneration of tissues throughout life. Their ability to replenish damaged or aged cells makes them a fascinating area of medical research, holding promise for treating various diseases and injuries. Number 100. Apoptosis, programmed cell death. While cell growth is vital, equally important is apoptosis, or programmed cell death. This is a highly regulated and essential process where cells self-destruct in a controlled manner. It's not cell injury, but a deliberate cellular suicide. Apoptosis plays crucial roles in development, removing unwanted cells during embryonic formation. It also removes old, damaged, or potentially cancerous cells, maintaining tissue homeostasis and preventing uncontrolled cell growth. A vital process for health and development, ensuring body cells are always healthy and functional, removing those that are not. Thank you for joining us on this incredible journey through the 100 essentials of human anatomy. We hope you've gained a deeper appreciation for the amazing machine that is your body. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a big thumbs up and hit that subscribe button to join our community for more fascinating insights. We'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. What did you find most surprising or interesting? And what top 100 topic should we explore next? Let us know.